Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Three Men of Football. All right lads?
Hi lads, how are we?
Hi, Hi, Daz.
How are we,
Good.
Tom?
Enjoying
Thomas,
the lockdown?
Yeah, well,
it's difficult,
I'm not.
mate. There's no football on. Thomas, can you just, I know people might listen to our podcast, but those who watch it on YouTube, can you just move ever so slightly? Because I think there's a celebrity behind you. There's Bungle. Look, for years we've wondered where Bungle had gone missing.
Those who can't see,
in
there's a
Thomas's
massive teddy
house.
bear behind him.
Nice one.
Well done, Daz. Again, breaking down the fourth wall. All right, lads. So this week we're going to start again with some comments. Had some really good feedback about the comments section. They want us to talk more about Thomas because he's such an odd individual. Well, I'll kick off, as I always do, by reminding people to like and subscribe. So we're on YouTube, iTunes, Google Podcasts, TuneIn Network, Spotify, websites at www.threemenofootball.co.uk and .com. You can find all you need to know there. Let us know what you think. Tell us if you like what we're doing. Give us your ideas. And for this one specifically, give us your thoughts on what players you would have in your team.
So, just on that side, I think as well, I saw a poster with Thomas's face on in the post office. I can't confirm, but it says about wanted. I don't know what that was about.
I've heard there's rumours about it going up on a billboard.
Well, there is, yes.
Nice one.
Okay.
I see where this episode's going today.
Oh, yeah. You look out. Okay, yeah. So got some comments this week from our watchers and listeners. Thank you, everyone. So first one is another brilliant discussion. You make me learn more about football every episode, and that's from Igor from the Ukraine.
Oh, brilliant.
Well, Igor.
Igor listens to every episode and really enjoys it. He actually watches us on YouTube. I do wonder how Igor follows our accents, though, because that's got to be a challenge.
Well, I struggle with you two at the best of times.
Okay. Second comment is from Jimmy Dowdall from Liverpool. And it was specifically about the players that we picked in our teams. He said, no Buffon, really. And then, I never listen to your opinion anyway.
Well,
says a lot about our relationship. Okay, next comment. Another fantastic episode, lads. Thomas, you are a miserable bastard, but I relate to you most.
That's
what a guy. Sai is the voice of reason, and Darren, well, he's just Darren. Can't wait for next week. And that's from Baby Perlo, a.k.a. Thomas's one and only fan, Dan.
Well then, Dan, you're the man.
Okay, and then a bit of a shout-out. Shout-out to Paul Formby, who keeps giving us comments. Nicola Partington, who's very supportive. I like the fact that the family's supporting your dads, because ours don't support us that much.
No, they hate it.
Billy Birch, who again is giving us crap all the time. Jeff Partington and Joe Grant, who are mine and your dad and your father-in-law, Thomas, who haven't said a nice word about us all of their lives. Now, all of a sudden, I think we've got an opinion on football.
They've not listened to us for 40-odd years.
I don't know where that came from. And then last comment, and I'll tell you who this is from afterwards. This podcast is taking over. When the football restarts on a Saturday, you need to choose between Saturday footy and the podcast. No way you are doing both. From Rachel, Thomas's wife.
She did really say that today.
She was.
I'm not going to tell you what I said to her.
I love the fact that she's already pushing you to make a choice between this and Saturday footy.
Yeah, there is no choice.
Oh, brilliant.
Doing both.
Okay, Daz, this week you are actually going to tell us what the subject is.
Well, this week I thought last week was a brilliant, hard-hitting discussion. This week a little bit more light-hearted, and I thought we'd pick our best five-a-side team that we would like to see play. Now you can only have players in from players from our lifetime, players we've seen on telly, players we've seen live, but it's a draft system. So, for example, if I choose Messi, you guys can't have Messi in yours. If Simon, you chose Thomas, if you choose Thierry Henry and John Terry, you can. We can't pick them too. And what we want to do is that if people want to on our YouTube and other media outlets if they want to put in their favourite five-a-side team, but they can't include any players we have.
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. Hey, and don't forget as well, Thomas will rant throughout this episode, but he will do a full-on Thomas's wall of hate at the end of the episode as well. So it's worth hanging around for just that.
Yeah, to be fair, I'd probably fast forward to that if I was listening to it.
We don't have to tell people when it is, so they have to listen to the whole thing.
I can't wait for the outtakes to come out on YouTube of this.
You don't know what I've been recording. Okay, so
I'm getting a bit of stick here.
So the way the draft works as well is it goes whoever's first picks, then second, then third gets 2 picks, then it's second again and back to first who gets 2 picks, and you go about that way until you get to your five-a-side team.
Yeah.
And you can also have 2 subs, Daz, is that it?
Yeah, 2 subs, yeah. Just to confirm though, if I'm not in both of your sides, I'll be very disappointed.
Yeah, Daz, you're not in, mate.
You're not in my side, Darren.
Okay. So I've got a coin to toss up for first and second. So, Darren, heads or tails?
Heads always wins, mate.
Tails, you're out.
Oh.
Thomas, heads or tails?
Heads.
Tails, you're out. If I get this, I'm first. Tails. It's tails!
Hey,
hang on.
There's a fix there.
Listen, it's like the Eurovision, this. Like the Eurovision. Nil point.
Okay, I'm first. All right, who's second?
Thomas call.
Heads.
It's heads.
Oh, for goodness sake.
All right.
I'd prefer to go third.
To be fair, this is my game, lads, all right?
Hey, I don't think Thomas really understands it. He just said he'd prefer to go third.
Story of his life.
You get 2 goals, though. 2 goals.
Okay. My first pick.
Are we going from goalkeeper up?
No, because you can have whatever you want, can't you? So
okay.
That's the point, is that you pick what you want. Try and get the best players. So I think the first pick is a really difficult one because you've got so much choice and no one stole any decent players. So as he was number 1 in my best ever players, I'm going for Zinedine Zidane.
Oh, he's gone.
Absolute masterclass on the football. And I remember watching that video of him playing with his kids, like a short game, and his first touch is unbelievable. There's no way any other players are getting the ball off him. So I'm going for Zinedine Zidane as my first choice. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Well, it's in and it's smoked.
Yes.
Thomas, it's over to you.
Going back to his pick, I've always wondered why he hasn't gone on Dancing with the Stars. He'd be brilliant.
Simon.
Have you seen Simon dance? Simon's boss are doing big box, little box. And what's that one?
I can deal the cards.
Yeah.
And I can do that one as well. I can open the sunroof.
Yeah. No.
Do you know what?
Sorry. Dancing with the Stars, he'd be great, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Can I just say, Simon, it's showing your age there. Open the sunroof and you did a wind-up thing.
Remember when you used to open the sunroof like that?
How old's your car?
I mean, I could always also do wind your window, but now all it is that.
It doesn't have the same effect.
Okay, so Zidane. Now, we're not arguing with Zidane being a great first pick, are we?
No, but I've just had to cross him off mine, thanks.
Excellent. Get in.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, over to you.
I'm going with Fat Ronaldo.
I hate the fact that you've taken him.
Yeah, that's a tough one, that, for me.
Now, I've picked Fat Ronaldo because he just left defenders in his wake. He'd just go round them for fun. And he often leave a goalie on their arse. So he's just one of my all-time favourite players and one of the best players to ever grace the game. And I think he'd just be awesome on the pitch on Scotty Road. Hey.
In Brazil, they played with in short games as well with a little ball, didn't he? What was that called? What's futsal?
Yeah.
Futsal, yeah, he'd be brilliant at that. Not the
Thomas,
side, but all right.
Yeah. Are you having Fat Ronaldo now or when he played?
Do you know what? He'd still be better than us 3
together.
Yeah.
All right, Daz, you've got 2.
Oh well. To be fair, I'm going to start with a defender.
Oh, surprise!
Oh, there we go.
You know, and I'm because I couldn't pick myself. I went for my number 1 pick, Maldini.
Oh, classic.
Not only would he look good, not only Would it be great for the photographs? I just think, as a defender in five-a-side, there's not many getting past him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hopefully you won't be able to go in the box in five-a-side. Is that right? Are we playing them rules?
Old school rules then, mate.
Old school, yeah. No, I don't.
Go on.
So
Yeah.
Maldini.
Well done. That's a good one.
Yeah, and then I'm going to go with Marco van Basten.
Oh.
Hey, pick that one out. Pick that out the top corner.
Tell you what, I don't think me and Simon had him on our list.
I had him on my list.
Did you?
No way.
Yeah, he's on my list.
I just think
Basten.
Van Basten, brilliant.
Brilliant player.
The volley scored in, I don't know, was it 88 or something? Was it Euros or something?
Yeah, brilliant goal.
Superb. And I just think, at five-a-side, he won't have to move much, but he's got a good strike on him. So
Did you see what happened then? Did you see what happened then, Daz?
Go on.
Again, tearing down the fourth wall. Someone's just walked into the room where Thomas is doing a podcast. It's like when you're watching the news and someone walks in behind.
And you can just imagine now the whole, my dad's doing a podcast. What have you done that for?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you've only been warned 500 times.
You did well there, Tom.
Well
Yeah.
done. So
Okay,
we go back to Thomas now, don't we?
Yeah.
I was right.
Yeah.
Right, my next pick is Ronaldinho,
Oh, well done.
Ronaldinho.
the best player in the world in 2007.
Do you know what? That is a really good shout.
Thomas,
Now imagine getting the ball off him on five-a-side.
I think I went to see him play in one of these soccer aid games.
Yeah.
I'm sure he could have played in the Premier League. At that point, even then, it was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
He was phenomenal.
Brilliant.
You picking all Brazil players?
I'm not going to confirm or deny anything until I get me 5 out. Because I've got a plan.
There's no way he's picking a defender.
And listen. When this is finished, I think the people that I'm made up of watching vote on who's got the best team. I reckon I'm going to get out there.
No way. All right.
Thomas, if you win the best team out of us 3, we're not having any more podcasts.
Don't be saying that. I've got a plan here.
Okay.
Si,
I'm next and I've got 2 picks.
go on.
And my first pick and second in my five-a-side is Maradona.
Oh, but I had him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm not happy with that. I
Okay.
had him on my list.
I think his natural ability at 11-a-side, he'd be awesome at 5-a-side.
Yeah, amazing. Imagine. You think about what he used to do with the ball as well. Like, he'd run down the field just keeping the ball in the air. No way you're getting the ball off.
Warm-ups are brilliant.
Yeah.
I'd particularly like going out in the ale after with him, though.
Go out and have a beer.
Imagine the party after footy.
Imagine him and Fat Ronaldo.
You're like going out with Brian McMahon.
Hey, and then you'd end up in the lobster pot.
Yeah.
Dream come true, Darren.
Okay. All right. So my next pick is Lionel Messi.
Oh,
Yes. So far, I've got Zidane, Maradona, and Messi in the same team.
are you going for a 0-0-3
Oh,
formation?
just wait. Just wait. Get the tactics here, Daz. Tactics. All right, Tom, we're back to you.
Thomas?
Well, this was an easy pick for me. I'm going for the 1999 World Player of the Year, Rivaldo. Imagine getting the ball off these 3 I've got.
Thomas, do you want to pick players who begin with R?
Yeah.
There's quite a lot on my list.
Do you remember the overhead kick he scored?
Yeah.
Oh, class.
That was part of Atchik as well.
Which club did he play for? What clubs?
Barcelona. That was when he scored the Atchik, and that Atchik was unbelievable.
Do you know
He
what
was
I
brilliant
remember
for
him most for?
Barcelona.
Do you remember Olympiacos, the quarterfinals of the 2005 Champions League? He scored in that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
I remember him for that. So he was at Olympiacos as well. I don't know where he went after Barcelona, if I'm being honest. I don't know if he went straight
did
there.
he score at Anfield? I don't know.
He scored at Anfield, yeah.
Brilliant player.
And Gerrard scored that whopper, didn't he, to take us through. Neil Mellor scored as well.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to go.
Goalie.
I didn't want to go through a podcast without mentioning Liverpool for Thomas.
Okay, we're going to carry on in a minute.
Early days. Okay, so Daz, we're up to you, and you've got 2.
I'm going to go with Xavi.
Oh, really?
Oh, what a
Xavi.
good player.
That's a great shout.
For a five-a-side team, he would be awesome. So
I'm disappointed.
What's that?
I'm disappointed there
Why?
because he was on my list.
Oh, sorry, mate. You know, well,
Out of order.
I'm sorry about
Quality.
that. I just think Xavi would just keep the ball all day, and he'd run rings round Thomas's 3 Brazilians.
Well, I disagree, mate.
Well, do you think about the way they played as well, Barcelona, when they were at the best, when they had Xavi and Iniesta in the middle with Busquets behind them. You literally couldn't get the ball off them.
Quality players.
Brilliant.
So my other pick, an interesting one, I think. I've gone for Debruyne.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've gone for him because I just think his little vision, his little trickeries, the passing he can play, I think he'd be brilliant with Van Basten up front.
Do you know what? That's a quality shout. That well done, Daz.
Thanks, mate. It means a lot coming from someone like yourself.
Exactly.
Thomas?
Someone with my failed career.
Have I got another pick already?
Yeah, you're next.
Right. I am going to tie the ship down a little bit just to stop some goals leaking. But I'm not going to go for the defender. I'm going to go for the midfielder. And I'm going for the Brazilian legend, Kaka.
Oh, Kaka? Yeah. Wasn't he a striker?
Played in midfield for Milan, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, yeah. Yeah, quality.
World Player of the Year, another one. Just thought, there's a little theme here. I mean, they've all been Brazilians so far, and they've all been World Player of the Year.
I can just see your training sessions on New Brighton Beach, trying to replicate Rio de Janeiro.
Just keep the ball up in the air.
You know what, though? I'm going to destroy anything that you've put out.
Do you remember Kaka went and there was a video on YouTube a couple of months ago. He went and played in a game in London with just a gang of lads just having a kick around.
Yeah, Puma sponsored it. It was amazing.
Brilliant.
Did you see the Neil Ruddock one that followed?
No.
It was class.
Really?
He said to him at the end, "We don't play every week."
Okay. All right. So my next pick.
It's like this is your last 2, isn't it?
Well, my last 2 for the first 5, but I'm picking 7, mate.
Yeah.
Them's the rules, Daz.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next pick is an absolute legend, midfield enforcer, one of the best players we've ever seen, Steven Gerrard.
Yes.
Oh, Thomas, strike it off, son. Strike it off.
It's gone.
Take it off your list.
It's gone.
Love it.
Can I just say, you're probably going to fall out now, aren't you?
No, not at all. I've got a long list.
So go on, Si. Why would he be a good 5-a-side player?
Well, I think he's one of those players that I don't think it matters how big the pitch is. He'd be outstanding. He was brilliant in every game. Outstanding player. But also, I've got like Zidane, who's never thrown a tackle in his life. Maradona, he actually does leave his foot in. And Messi, they're not interested at all. I need someone to steady the ship.
There's a lot of ships in our conversation.
I'm going to add to that as well, though. So I'm also bringing in and this was a difficult one. There's so many good choices. Buffon in goal.
Jimmy will be happy.
Buffon in goal. What a keeper. Absolutely unbelievable. 600 club appearances, 130 national appearances, won the World Cup. And when they won the World Cup, you can see the 2 goals in 7 games.
Simon, that's just to chase the ratings that for Jimmy, isn't it? I hate that. Yeah. That's not what this podcast is about. Stop chasing the fans, will you, mate? I hate that. We're more than
about
that.
The fans.
Both of them.
Oh yeah, I'm good with that. Okay, that's my 5. Thomas, you're next.
Right.
For number 5.
I don't believe that we need a goalkeeper in 5-a-side. The reason being, we're going to play goalie when Ness. And I'm bringing in the Brazilian legend that is Neymar. He's coming in. He's making my 5. Now, the reason why I don't need a goalie is they're not going to give the ball away.
Thomas.
They're not going to give the ball away.
when you play, are you going to have like a pair of gloves by the goal?
No. There's no overhead height and there's no blasters. Goalie when this. What you need?
But if you're not allowed in the area, how's that going to work?
That's why I didn't pick Gerrard earlier on, because I thought, well, if you're no blasters and you can't hit it overhead height, you can't hit none of his screamers. You know, we're laughing. And my lads won't give it away anyway.
Yeah, but I've got to be honest, mate. I can't see that mix. I mean, I know they're all Brazilian, but you'll need like 5 different balls.
Don't worry. Listen, let the viewers decide. We'll leave it to them, because I'm telling you,
you're winning anything with that.
That's
over to you. You've got 2 choices.
I almost think Thomas's second yellow might be getting offered today.
Oh, terrible.
So I've gone for, if Thomas has got the fat Ronaldo, I've gone for the machine Ronaldo. Cristiano himself, who...
Why?
Because I just think his tricky feet, his athleticism, he can get up and down a very small pitch quite a lot, his pace, he can get a shot off quite quick. And again, I'm only picking really players who look good on the Panini stickers.
Equally, you haven't got a keeper at this stage.
No. But I will have. Yeah.
Okay.
And my keeper, which I'm going to mention now, is a special mention to a friend of ours, Leon, who's given me a little bit of abuse over the last couple of weeks with my going on about this goalkeeper. And it's the Everton legend, Big Neville Southall. And I'd take him as he is now, because he'd fill the goal. So, Leon, I've put him in just for you, mate. Thanks for that.
Oh, brilliant. All right, Tom, back over to you.
Sorry, Tom, just on that, Thomas. The thing with Southall as well is he'd help tidy up the rubbish afterwards, wouldn't he? So there'll be nothing left on the field.
I am going for a neighbouring South American country for my next pick, and a player that I've seen play at Anfield, and he was one of my favourite players from the Football Italia days, and it's Gabriel Batistuta.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute immense monster of a centre-forward. He was absolutely magic. Score goals from anywhere, tap-ins, 30-yarders. He was a bully. He put himself about the pitch. You know, when Fat Ronaldo was knackered, Batistuta, get on there. Imagine that.
I could just see Ronaldo coming off saying, thanks for a good 10 minutes, Thomas.
You tactical genius.
I know.
Okay. All right. So back to me for 2 picks. And these are my last 2 picks.
Last 2 side.
So my first one is an Italian and AC Milan legend. 700 club games and won a World Cup.
Ooh.
Can you think who it is?
Baresi.
Franco Baresi.
Quality.
So again, when we get to a stage where we're battering Thomas's team because they're all up the other end and we've scored a couple of goals,
he won't come back.
We'll just put Baresi on just to shore things up a little bit and wins the game.
Yeah.
Listen, I've got Kaka in midfield.
Thomas has obviously gone for athleticism here because none of these guys move more than 5 yards.
They don't lose the ball, Darren. I'm telling you. It's like glue to the end of the toe, honest.
So the big question, Si.
Yeah.
Who's your last player?
Okay, this is one that is very close. So there's a couple of things going through my mind here. I did think about picking our old mate Robbie Fowler.
Yeah.
Because he's a great finisher, scored loads of goals, still brilliant. But
and you want him to listen to the podcast.
I want him to listen to the podcast, and I want him to retweet it as well. So you've not going to hear this, so it doesn't really matter. But I had to go with another Liverpool legend, someone who I idolised growing up, and it's Kenny Dalglish.
Oh.
So the reason for picking Kenny Dalglish is, you remember, he used to get his arse in and people couldn't get round him and get the ball off him. So I think what will happen is all of your forwards, Thomas, will be trying to score goals, won't be able to, because they won't be able to get the ball off Kenny Dalglish, who's just come on for a 10-minute stint at the end.
I'm not being funny, but I've walked this.
Hey,
I've absolutely walked it. I can finish now. I don't need another pick. I've already won.
The thing with Dalglish, he'd stand on the box, wouldn't he? Back to goal, feed it into him. He'd just lay it off to your players.
Yeah.
I can just see Messi shouting to him now, Kenny, put it on me left.
Imagine that forward line. So your forward line is Maradona, Messi, and Dalglish with Zidane in behind them, and then Gerrard shorting things up when he comes on.
It's not bad. I'll give you that. Now, this is the one that's thrown as Thomas.
Go on.
Who's your last player?
I've told you I'm not picking a goalie, even though they're on my list. So my last player, it's goalie when necessary. So whoever's nearest goal will go in. My last player, I thought really long and hard about this. I'm sticking with the South American theme.
Do you want a free trip or something?
I thought, let's be a little bit defensive minded. So I've gone with Dani Alves.
Oh.
As my last pick.
Hang on.
Don't.
Hang on a minute, right? Sorry. Let me just mention a couple of the players that you could have had, right? So you could have had a load of amazing goalkeepers. You could have had people like Franz Beckenbauer, Fernando Hierro, Alessandro Nesta, Lothar Matthäus, Alan Hansen, Vincent Kompany.
Yeah.
Virgil van Dijk. Hang on, the list goes on. Scholes, Platini, Vieira, Iniesta, Pirlo, Cruyff.
I'd set a theme, Simon. I want
Del Piero, Shearer, Klinsmann, Henry, your favourite. Yeah. Roberto Baggio.
John Terry.
You picked Alves.
Yeah.
Is this an Alves that we don't know? Or are we talking Thiago Alves?
No, Dani Alves, Barcelona, quality. Sure, no goals conceded.
But Thomas,
that's a terrible shout.
Thomas, he's not going to get a game.
I know he's a sub. But when he's my seventh player. But when we get to the point where it's 17-0, come on, Danny, get in there, have a run about.
Oh, brilliant!
What do you want?
Do you think he'll be happy with that though? Only playing 5 minutes.
Well, he's got no choice. I'm paying the wages. I've picked the team. He's going out there doing what he's told. You know how I work, Darren.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't know whether you're going to play.
But I pay subs to play for you.
All right, Daz, your last one.
It's a tough one for me. Because I've tried to, unlike our South American friend, Thomas, I've tried to go for a balance in my five-a-side team.
Yeah.
With a goalkeeper, a defender, 2 midfield players and 2 forwards. So I'm going to pick someone, I think, who gives me something a little bit extra in the midfield. I think Maldini will be enough in defence. I think I'm going to go with, and it's a tough call, I'm going to go with my favourite player of all time, Paul Gascoigne.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant choice.
It was a toss-up between him and Scholesy, to be fair, who I think both of them are brilliant. But I think Gaza, because if anything, we'd just have a laugh.
Yeah.
And I think what he brings to the side, he can beat players. I mean, go past that Brazilian side like they weren't even there.
Well, I've got to disagree. The only thing that I like about your 2 teams rather than mine is that it'd be well better to go on the ale with yours than mine. Otherwise, you're going to be stood there chasing the ball for the whole time. Now, I don't know why you want legs in midfield. We're playing 5-a-side. The pitches are tiny.
Yeah, but, those short sprints are difficult when you're a Brazilian.
Yeah, you've got to get you 2 or 3 yards away. And Gaza will drop his shoulder and he'll get a shot on. He'd play it brilliant up to Van Basten. Van Basten lay it off. Debruyne, goal.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just struggling with Thomas's team because there isn't any of them that have run more than like 20 yards in their life. Ronaldo.
5-a-side pitch, remember.
Rivaldo, Kaka, Neymar, Batistuta, and some Alves fella.
So I think even against Thomas's side, as soon as you get it, you just shoot.
Yeah, of course.
Goalie with Ness.
But if you're all pushed up, you don't have a goalie.
They wouldn't all push you up. We'd have I'd do a little team talk beforehand. Hey, me Spanish and Portuguese is really good.
Imagine saying to one of these, can you hang back just to get a shot? And before they shoot, just go and pick those gloves up and put them on.
Yeah, make sure you get back. Make sure you get back because you're in goal.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's read our teams out. Dad, start with you.
Okay, so I went Southall, Maldini, Gascoigne, Xavi, Debruyne, Cristiano Ronaldo, Van Basten.
Nice. Thomas?
I've gone the original Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, Kaka, Neymar, Dani Alves, and Gabriel Batistuta.
Just on that side, Dani Alves must think he's won a competition.
Exactly. No, Dani Alves thinks he's mixed them up with someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
Simon, go on.
What I would say is that Thomas's team would definitely win the dancing.
Oh, without a doubt. And the limbo.
Yeah, the limbo, yeah. Okay, mine goes like this. Buffon in goal. Hey. Gerrard, Zidane, Maradona, Messi, Baresi, and Dalglish.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
What
My teams.
What a team. So, I mean, some honourable mentions for a couple of goalkeepers. So, I did have a good look at this because I do like a goalkeeper. You know, I started my amateur career in goal.
Yeah, my dad told you to pass on a message, but I won't do it live on air.
Yeah, he told me I was crap. So, Lev Yashin, who was nicknamed the Black Spider, and he was that good in goal, he became an ice hockey goalie.
Yes, he did.
Now, the only thing with him is he was before our time, or I probably would have picked him. Yeah. And then the other one who was vying with Southall, we talked about the other day, was Desayev. And yes, he did play for Russia or the Soviet Union. Thank you to Igor for correcting me on that. And he was the world best goalkeeper in '88. But then I obviously picked the best one, which is Buffon.
Well, you say that side, but we've also forgot the legend Schmeichel.
Well, he was there, but he was like number 8.
Apparently, he was Thomas's number 8.
Well, I had Schmeichel and Alisson on my list, just in case you forced me to pick a goalie. But seems though you didn't, the rules were a little bit relaxed. I didn't want one.
I'm a little bit disappointed that you didn't pick Lothar Matthäus, does.
It was a tough one, mate. It was a tough one. Because it's 5-a-side, I went with a bit more flair.
Yeah, and then for people like your dad does, my dad, Billy Birch, because he's really old. You got people like Zico.
Oh, yes.
And Bobby Charlton.
Here's one.
And then also, we've got, for one of Thomas's only fan, Dan Baby Perlo, we've got the original Perlo, who was and still is an outstanding player. You'd probably get him most teams now.
Yeah, so one of mine I was looked at was the legend that is Bobby Moore.
Yeah, brilliant.
I really love Bobby Moore.
He'd be crap at 5-a-side, though. Then, as forwards, this is where I really struggle because there's so many of them. Ibrahimovic, Klinsmann, Baggio, Stoichkov. Do you remember him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shearer.
Yeah.
I had Batistuta as well. Butsugueño, do you remember him?
No. Who did he play for?
Oh, my God. I think so. He was Spanish, obviously. But he was he played in a World Cup and a Euros, and he was brilliant. Romario.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Surprised Thomas didn't pick him.
He was on my list.
And Pele, but obviously, bit old
We
school.
didn't see him play.
But if we don't mention him, Billy Birch won't be happy.
Yeah, here's one for you. Georgie Best.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Do you know what? That's a great shout, that. Best he should have been in one of the teams.
He was sort of... He didn't really play when we were there, though.
No.
Did you see him play?
He played in America, didn't he, towards the end of his career?
Cosmos.
Yes.
Daz. Yeah, but you're 55, aren't you, Daz?
Next birthday.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and you're half American as well, Daz.
Yeah?
yeah.
Brilliant. All right, so let's leave it up to our listeners and watchers. Let us know what you think. Let us know who you think has got the best team and who would win. And what we'll do is we'll put our teams in the comments on YouTube, so they're there, and then we'll see what people think. Because I've got to be honest, Tom, you are finishing last.
I've walked.
On this, I'd just like to thank Thomas for his contribution to the podcasts because he might not be here next week.
Red card.
He might have 2 yellows already in the podcasts.
I'm just keeping it real, Darren. I don't like the way you two are bullying me. And I'm going to go and see my union about this.
What, are you going to speak to Rach? Tell her to tell us off?
Listen.
Let's give the fans what they want.
Yes.
Let's give them the Thomas Morris wall of hate. All right, Tom. Come on. Who have we got this week? Who are you hating more this week?
Right. Suck it up.
We know it's a long list.
Yeah, it is a long list. You two are coming close if you carry on. So this week, I'm mostly hating a Madrid and Spanish legend. He would walk into probably any team in world football, apart from my team, Liverpool, because we've got Van Dijk. He's captained his club and his country. This week, I am hating Sergio Ramos.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I hate him.
Although he's a great player.
This isn't because he should be in prison now. He should be in prison for the premeditated attack on and vicious assault on Mohamed Salah and Karius in the Champions League final. You know, it's not because I cried in a taxi on the way home after watching that final in town, and it still hurts me to the core. Still, that's not because of that. It's because he's a centre half, and he's got that glowing tan, and he's got them luscious long locks. How the effing hell is he a centre half in supposedly one of the toughest leagues in the world, and he's got, you know, underwear catalogue model face? It's just not on. He needs to sort himself out. In fact, he should more look like a proper centre half. He should look like Martin Keown. He should have cauliflower ears and a crooked nose. Honestly, the man's a whopper. He's cheated his way to the top by playing for one of the biggest teams in the world, playing with the best players. He just gets me crazy. He chases referees. He throws himself down like he's just got out of Jurgen Klinsmann diving school. He is an absolute joke. He scores Panenka penalties. He's a centre half. And last and finally, and not least, I hate him because I'm all about the team. As you guys know, everything's about the team. When we play, when we go out there, we look after each other, we stick together. The man's been sent off 26 times. He's the captain. He's supposed to be the hero. He's supposed to be the leader of the team. And he gets sent off 26 times. He's an absolute whopper and an idiot. And that's why I've put him on my wall of hate.
Yes, that's a good one. I like that. Yeah. Quality player, but absolutely hated, isn't he? Especially by Liverpool fans.
Hated. I don't know why, Si.
Well, I wonder.
Mo Salah fell over him and he gets all this abuse.
To be fair, he did an arm drag on him.
To be honest, he should be on the UFC card this weekend.
Yeah. That was a good one. He's a good looking fella, and that winds me up.
Yeah. Well,
so what you're actually saying, Thomas, is you want him to look a bit more like you?
A bit like Martin Keown. To be honest, I think I'm doing all right now after my nose job.
Oh, brilliant. All right, lads, we'll wrap it up. Another good session. Did you enjoy that?
Oh, yeah, excellent.
It's good.
Brilliant.
Honest, I've walked the five-a-side league anyway.
Not a chance. I'm telling you now.
Great to see that this has proved that Thomas has got no tactical knowledge at all.
And it's amazing how much success we've had as a team over the years. We know where the brains is now in our operation.
All right, thank you. So for everyone who's listening, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know what you think. And most importantly, give us your opinions on our teams. Tell us who you think would win in a tournament. And then also tell us what your best five-a-side would be in your two subs. Put that in the comments, and maybe we'll talk about them on one of the next episodes. So thanks, everyone. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Si. Thanks, Thomas.
Right.
Thanks. Like and subscribe, everyone. Nice one.
Next time.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Right. Ta-da.